How's your son?
What's up, dads? My name is Josh. Welcome to Best Dressed Dad. In this week's video, I'm going to give you my top 5 messy kid essentials that I think you should be bringing with you every time you leave the house. So as parents, when we leave the house with our kids, you already know this. You have to bring a truckload of stuff with you, anything from diapers to wipes to snacks to toys to video games to backup snacks in case they don't like the first one you gave them. But with all that stuff that we have to truck around with us in that small suitcase that's called a diaper bag, I think you should have these 5 things with you to make sure that no outfits get ruined. So if you've been following me here on this channel or reading my blog, you know that we're trying to build a better wardrobe. And in doing so, that takes a little bit of time and it takes a little bit of money. So the last thing we want is to have a new shirt or a new pair of jeans that we got or whatever, fill in the blank. We don't want to have those things ruined just because our kids are a little messy. So for my top 5 messy kid essentials, the first thing I think that you need to keep in your pocket at all times are tissues. Tissues, believe it or not, can save the day in multiple ways. I was actually just talking to a friend of mine. He's holding his baby this way, head facing this way, just kind of, bouncing the baby. She was a little unhappy. Baby spits up all over his arm and onto his watch and his shirt sleeve. And I quickly, hey buddy, here you go. Just pulled out a couple tissues and was able to get that cleaned up. So keep tissues with you. They are easy and they'll save an outfit. Second thing I think you should be carrying with you at all times is chapstick. Now, I'm kind of a snob when it comes to chapstick. I'm gonna specifically recommend that you get the Burts Bees in a tin. Not the stuff in a tube, but the stuff actually in a tin. Kind of a minor detail here, but it's gonna fit better in your slim fit pants and your slim fit chinos, jeans, whatever you're wearing. You're not gonna get that pocket bulge like you get with this big bad boy. Look at the difference there with those. Get the tin, I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. How it could come in handy with a kid, you know how it is when you have a kid with a runny nose. You're wiping that nose raw every 30 seconds because their nose is running so badly. But you can use your Burt's Bees in a tin, get a little bit there on your finger, apply that to the bottom of their nose so it doesn't get too raw and they're not too uncomfortable. The tin will let you put it on with your finger rather than the tube where you just have to go, straight on to whatever the surface is. Well, I mean, I guess you could use your finger, but don't forget about the bulge. You got to get one of these so you're not having that bulge. Next item I think that you should always have nearby when you leave the house, no brainer, some baby wipes. But remember, baby wipes, they're not just for changing diapers. In the opinion of myself and my wife, they have an endless number of uses. So anything from cleaning off your kids' hands, like if they've, been at the park and they need to have a snack or something, their hands are all messy and nasty from the mulch or something like that. Clean off their hands, wipe off their face. I use them all the time when we're out to dinner and my kid trashes the restaurant table. It's in my opinion, it's pretty inconsiderate to leave that for the busboy or the waitress to have to clean up. So use some baby wipes, clean that up for them. Either that or you're just gonna have to leave a bigger tip. So bring some baby wipes along. Fourth thing I think you should have around with you, either in the diaper bag or in your car, would be one of these, a Tide stain stick. Maybe there's other companies that make these too, but I don't know. I've always used the Tide one. And you just bought that brand new shirt, it looks great, you're loving it, and your kid grabs the juice box out of your hands and just squeezes it all over your face. We know that that's happened to all of us at least once or twice. You can save your shirt from being ruined by keeping one of these Tide stain sticks around. Real easy, just take it off. It's got a little, looks like a marker almost, and you just put it on the area that has the stain. Now you still have to wash the shirt, like as soon as you get home, but it could hopefully save that shirt so you don't have to completely throw it away. So keep a Tide stain stick handy. And number 5, the last of my top 5 messy kid essentials to keep around is Downy Wrinkle Release Spray. I just ran out too. You can't hear it, but I just ran out. So why is this important to have around? Again, with your kids with the messy hands. My wife asked me to clean off my son right before we were gonna leave. It's literally about 5-10 minutes before we had to go. and she says, hey, can you clean up Tanner from breakfast? I said, yep, no problem. I'm already dressed and ready to go, and he's been eating waffles with peanut butter all over them. He's like 18 months old at this stage. And sure enough, I go to wipe off his hands. I don't know what I was doing, but kind of a rookie mistake. He grabs my shirt sleeve like this with his peanut butter covered hands. So I got to change my shirt, right? I have no time to iron something new. So I grab my trusty Downy Wrinkle Release spray it on that shirt, get rid of the old one, put on the new one. Obviously it's not as good as actually ironing, but still, it's there for you in a pinch. You can use it quickly. Or if you're just super lazy, like I can be sometimes, just get the Downy Wrinkle Release rather than having to full on iron your shirt. So those are my 5 messy kid essentials that I think dads should have with them or have nearby at all times. But I'd love to hear from you what you think. What are your 5 essentials that you have to have whenever you leave the house to make sure your kids don't completely trash your clothes or trash the whatever environment that they're in? I'd love to hear from you down below. Please let me know. If you haven't done so yet, remember to subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And I will see you guys next time. Remember to love your kids and love your clothes.